If you're watching this chapter, chances are you're one of the millions of Americans who didn't have the time, resources, grades, or inclination to go to college or stay in college when you were younger. Some of you are back for another degree to launch a new career. With families and full-time jobs, finding the time to study is often the biggest challenge. This DVD will help you make the most of your study time by making you a smarter, more efficient student. But first, let's meet some of the people in the same boat with you. Doug Hartle is among those back in school, so what's different between now and then?
Lots of not going to class, lots of social life, very little academics, resulting in me leaving with a .9 GPA. They asked me to leave, of course.
What happened then?
About 20 years of searching, working. I had some great jobs. I was a musician, policeman, business owner, and then 9/11. That jarred me back into the world of needing a degree.
Really tanked the business you were working in.
Big time, yeah. We lost a lot of income, over 40% of our income, business-wide.
So time to go back to school, figure out what we're going to do next.
Right.
Bob Allen is a data analyst with a college degree, but wants to move in a new direction. So what brought you back to school?
I want to be a veterinarian, so I'm coming back to school now.
That's a big switch.
It is, but it's something I've always wanted to do.
Amy Chafee regrets leaving college a dozen years ago. Why are you back here?
I want to get my accounting degree to make more money.
What do you do now?
I'm in an accounting department at an insurance agency.
Doug Cox was a military policeman, county policeman, and now owns a motorcycle shop. What's the goal?
I'm going to get my bachelor's degree in nursing. That's the plan. It's been an interest that I've always wanted to pursue and just never did. Something that was always something I wanted to do. I love the medical field. Even with the police, I had extensive training in medical response, emergency medical response training. And I don't know why I never pursued it. And I just kind of researched it for about 5 months and decided I was going to take the plunge and go back to school.
Joshua Huffstetler is a dispatch manager for a courier firm. What's the goal?
To obtain a finance degree and get a professional job.
What brought you back?
I wanted to be in an area where I help more people, so I chose pharmacy.
What's it like coming back?
It's a little bit overwhelming, yeah.
How's the brain ticking?
It's hurting, but the dust has been knocked off and I'm getting used to it again.
What's the hard part? Finding the time to study?
It's definitely time management. I didn't study in high school, which is kind of disappointing because I would have done better. But it's just finding the opportunity and the time. I have a 5-year-old daughter, and I'm taking a full load of classes, and I'm working full time. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Right now, I work 2 jobs, 1 full-time, 1 part-time.
And you go to school?
Mm-hmm.
What's it like coming back?
It's challenging, but it's very rewarding.
What's the challenging part? Is it the time management? Is it finding time to study, or is it the coursework?
It's just figuring out how to fit everything in, time management.
When do you have time to study? You're working full time.
Well, I work full time and have 2 kids, so it's tough.
I'm an optimist. I love action. I've been up since 5 this morning. I've already studied. I've worked out. I've been to my classes. I've done my labs. And now I'm doing an interview right before I go run the store.
I've got a wife and 2 kids at home. My son just started middle school. My daughter's 1 year outside of middle school. So lots of kids activities.
I have to have a lot of time management involved.
So how do you do that?
I struggle mainly.
Lots of things that I've got to balance with. And I'm a dad before I'm a student, and that's my priority. So it's a balancing act.
They're motivated and determined. Is it money? Is it what you want to do? What is it?
It's a passion. It's what I've always wanted to do. I enjoy the job I do now. I get paid well, but I've always wanted to be a veterinarian.
You must really want to do this.
Yes, yeah. I have decided. I was in retail for about 10 years and was actually doing very well and took a lower paying job with regular hours so that I could go to school because I kind of figured if I didn't do it now, I was never going to do it.
Anything specific that brought you back?
My kids, my family. Looking down and saying that, I can provide a lot more for them if I had a degree and a better job.
Any kids?
I have a daughter, and that's kind of a good thing. I'm glad you brought that up. She worked in the store for a while. I don't know if she likes motorcycles anymore, but we used her as free labor for a while, and she's in Western Kentucky University, so I got her into college. And when I got her into college, it kind of inspired me. I did so much research for her that I said, wow, this isn't that hard. Maybe I can enroll here locally, because we got her enrolled in Kentucky, and I thought, well, so I applied. I took some placement tests and scored pretty good on them, and next thing you know, I'm in college.
How long have you been thinking about doing this?
I've been thinking about it since I stopped. It's something I regretted because I was in college before and I stopped, and I've regretted it ever since. So kind of been beating myself up, and I finally just said, hey, I'm gonna do it. I can do this.
I could not have done this at 18, no way. I feel like now I'm listening to the teachers or the professors, and I'm actually thinking about the theories. I'm not just taking notes and memorizing it and taking a test.
It's going to take a few years to complete their education, so how do you stay focused and keep your spirits up?
Anything you can do to mark your success, whether you put up a poster board in your living room with all the classes you're going to take for this degree and cross them off one by one. Make sure you mark your milestones. I even got my associate's degree just to say I'm halfway there. The other thing I would say is it can be done. If you really want it, if you need it, don't let anybody in your past talk you out of this. Don't let those past memories haunt you and say, I can't accomplish it, I'm not smart enough. My GPA was 0.9 20 years ago, and it's 3.58 now. It can be done. If I can do it, anybody can do it. It's a doable thing. Go do it.